The algorithm has spoken. The winning predictions are confirmed as they race towards the finish line.
Welcome to CRI, your trusted source for professional handicapping at Caymanas Park. I'm Ned Gunter, bringing you the complete race day analysis for December 26, 2025, Boxing Day. This card features 11 races highlighted by the 113th running of the Jamaica 2-year-old stakes, now named in honor of the legendary Wayne DACOSTA. $4 million on the line in that Grade 1 feature. Our best bet comes in race 9, Supermassy at 52% in the Boxing Day sprint to own a selection on the card, clearing the 50% threshold. Let's break down every race and find your winners. Race number 1, 6 furlongs, optional claiming 3-year 1 and up. We open the card with 6 furlongs for optional claimers, and we have 2 expert picks leading this 9-horse field. Loyal Action from Post 1 is the top expert pick at 44.23%. Paul Francis for Patrick Lynch. The rail draw gives practical advantage from the break. Burning Valor from Post 4 is the second expert pick at 42.90%. Tevin Foster for Norman Smith. Competitive form and a capable rider. Ruby's Light at 39.40% from Post 5 with apprentice Anthony Allen for Gary Griffiths is the main contender. 3 points back but live at a price. Lord Ajalon at 27.82% from Post 9 with apprentice Everett Clunis for Henry Harrison Jr. has the wide draw working against. Salud at 16.65% from Post 3 with Javanil Pattison for Edward Walker rounds out the selections. 2 expert picks, Exacta Box the top 2, key over Ruby's Light in trifectas. CRI selection, Loyal Action to win, Exacta Box, Loyal Action, Alburn Valor, trifecta at Ruby's Light. Race number 2, 5 furlongs round, optional claiming, 5-year 1 and up. 5 furlongs on the round for older horses, and we have a single expert pick in the 7-horse field. Don Almighty from Post 4 is the expert pick at 44.61%. Paul Francis for Ryan Darby, the 9-year-old veteran as the class edge here. Big Guy in the Sky at 43.55% from Post 7 with Everton Miller for Joseph Thomas is the main contender, just 1 point back and dangerous. Blue Persuasion at 40.96% from Post 1 with Dane Dawkins for Michael Marlowe has the rail draw. Always respect Dane Dawkins from the inside. Excuse Me Goodbye at 26.87% from Post 5 with apprentice Richie Shakes for Fitzgerald Richards is live underneath. Mr. Linders at 22.02% from Post 2 with Demar Williams for Alfred Brown rounds out the selections. Paul Francis picks up the mount on the expert pick. Key, Don Almighty in your early exotics. CRI selection, Don Almighty to win. Exacta, Don Almighty over Big Guy in the Sky. And Blue Persuasion, trifecta, box the top 3. Race number 3, 6 furlongs, restricted allowance 3, 4-year 1 and up. 6 furlongs for restricted allowance 3. And we have a single expert pick leading 8 4-year wounds. Miss Cherry from Post 6 is the expert pick at 44.54%. Tevin Foster for Richard Azan. The Foster-Azan combination has been very potent this year. Indestructible at 42.96% from Post 4 with Dane Dawkins for Philip Elliott is the main contender, 2 points back and improving. Pineapple from the USA at 42.67% from Post 7 with Dane Nelson for Patrick Lynch. The import is adjusting to local conditions. Titan Tempo from the USA at 32.39% from Post 1 with Paul Francis for Philip Lee as the rail and that import looking to make an impact. The General at 30.08% from Post 5 with Clive Lynch for Gary Sabratic rounds out the selections. 2 import in this field, but trust the local expert pick with Miss Cherry on top. CRI selection, Miss Cherry to win. Exacta, Miss Cherry over Indestructible and Pineapple trifecta at Titan Temple. Race number 4, 6 furlongs, maiden condition race, native bred 3-year-old fillies. 6 furlongs for 3-year-old maiden fillies, and notably, this race has no expert pick. All 5 selections are contenders in a wide open field. You're My Sweetie from Post 9 leads at 41.87%. Dane Dawkins for Deiris Sabrati, a slight edge but below expert threshold. Baby Grey at 39.08% from Post 5 with apprentice Roman Nepar for Orlando Chin is right behind. French Connection at 38.91% from Post 4 with apprentice Jaime Anderson for Richard Brown makes it 3 within 3 points. Life is Light at 30.69% from Post 1 with apprentice Anthony Allen for Gary Diffrix has the rail draw. Bad Tanisha at 30.70% from Post 2 with Tevin Foster for Robert French rounds out the selections. No expert pick. This is a spread race. 3 fillies within 3 points at the top consider boxing or used as a spread leg in pick plays. CRI selection Exacta Box, You're My Sweetie, Baby Grey, and Friends Connection. Trifecta use all 3 on top. Consider spreading in multi-race wages. Race number 5, 5 furlong straight, claiming 3-year-old and up. A short sprint at 5 furlongs on the straight, and we have 2 expert pick in this 10-horse field. Justin Big Time from Post 7 is the top expert tick at 42.7%. Tevin Foster for Lawrence Fremantle, the slight edge in a competitive claiming sprint. Bold Move from Post 1 is the second expert tick at 42.38%. Dane Nedison for Philip Elliott. The rail draw on the straight course can be advantageous. KP Choice at 41.33% from Post 10 with the apprentice Shane Martin for Patrick Lynch makes it 3 within 2 points, very tight at the top. Rejected Raja at 38.98% from Post 8 with Shane Ellis for Omar Williams is live underneath. Generational at 34.73% from Post 4 with Javanil Pattison for Dale Murphy rounds out the selections. 2 expert picks separated by a whisker. Exacta Box, the top 2, spread to KP Choice in trifecta. CRI selection, Justin Big Time to win. Exacta Box, Justin Big Time, and Bowen Move, trifecta at KP Choice. Race number 6, 5 furlong straight, restricted allowance 5, the Rockin' Robin Handicap, 4-year-old and up. The Rockin' Robin Handicap at 5 furlongs on the straight, 11 4-year-olds in the big field sprint. Noble Monarch from Post 5 is the expert pick at 40.92%. Dane Nelson for Donovan Clark. The system confidence factors favor this runner. Speed on Wheels at 40.56% from Post 3 with Tevin Foster for Matthew Williams is right there. Captain Fantastic at 40.31% from Post 2 with Philip Parchment for Michael Marlowe will be in the mix of things. Lucky Papa at 40.12% from Post 4 with apprentice Jaime Anderson for Omar Williams makes it 3 within 4 points. Little McGee from Post 8 at 38.34%. Apprentice Siobhan Townsend for Ray Phillips rounds out the selections. 11 runners, 1 expert pick. Traffic is the concern. Trust Noble Monarch from a good draw. CRI selection, Noble Monarch to win. Exacta Noble Monarch over Speed on Wheels and Captain Fantastic. Trifecta at Lucky Papa. Race number 7, 8 furlongs, restricted allowance 2, native bred 3-year-old. A mile for 3-year-olds in restricted allowance 2, and we have a single expert pick standing out. Pretty Brown Thing from Post 2 is the expert pick at 45.98%. Apprentice Siobhan Townsend for Edward Stanberry, one of the stronger confidence picks on the card. Roaring Kitty at 42.31% from Post 7 with Jerome Ennis for Ian Passad is the main contender, 3 points back, but dangerous. Cluster Living at 42.02% from Post 5 with apprentice Emilio McLean for Greg Fennell make it 3 within 4 points. Midnight Runner at 29.38% from Post 6 with Bevito RV for Adrian Prince as the experience edge underneath. E-Sensational at 24.41% from Post 3 with Demar Williams for Alford Broad rounds out the selections. Pretty Brown Thing as a clear edge. Use as a strong single in the late pick plays. CRI selection, Pretty Brown Thing to win. Exacta, Pretty Brown Thing over Roll Red Kitty and Cost of Living. Trifecta, box the top 3. Race number 8, 6 furlongs. Restricted stakes, imported 3-year one and up. Restricted stakes at 6 furlongs, nearly $1.2 million on the line. And we have 2 expert picks in this feature prep race. Margarita from Post 7 is the top expert pick at 45.59%. Dane Dawkins for Gary Sabrati, the slight edge in this stake event. Lockdown from Post 5 is the second expert pick at 45.15%. Dane Nelson for Award Jagai, virtually tied with the leader. Ralph Strudger from the USA at 43.43% from Post 8 with Shane Richardson for Gary Sabrati. Sabrati has 2 in here with the import lurking. Danka at 32.73% from Post 4 with apprentice Tajay Suku for Richard Azan is live underneath. Miss Marabella from the USA at 20.73% from Post 2 with Jaru Stewart for Peter John Passard rounds off the selections. 2 expert picks separated by less than half a point. Exacta box, Barbarita and Lockdown include Ralph Strudger in trifectas. CRI selection, Margarita to win. Exacta box, Margarita and Lockdown. Trifecta add Ralph Strudger. Race number 9, 6.5 furlongs. The Boxing Day Sprint overnight allowance, 3-year-old and up. The Boxing Day Sprint at 6.5 furlongs, $1.25 million. And this is our best bet race of the day. Super Massey from Post 1 is the expert pick at 52.03%. Day Nelson for Anthony Nunes, the only selection on the entire card, 350%. This is our best bet. Commander Z from the USA at 47.98% from Post 4 with apprentice Tajay Suku for Spencer Chung is the main threat, a 4-point gap to the leader. Main Danger from the USA at 47.92% from Post 6 with Deadeye Bihari for Anthony Nunes. Nunes saddles 2 of the top 3. Money Market at 41.54% from Post 2 with Dane Dawkins for Gary Sabrati is the Sabrati entry. Firecracker at 15.09% from Post 7 with Paul Francis for Philip Fiani OD rounds out the selections. 52%. This is exceptional separation. Dane Nelson from the rail for the Nunes Barn. Everything aligns. CRI selection, Supermassey to win. Best bet of the day. Exacta Supermassey over Commander Z and Major Danger. Trifecta at Money Market. Key heavily in all multi-race wagers. Race number 10, 6 furlongs. Restricted allowance 4, 4-year-old and up. 6 furlongs for restricted allowance 4. 12 runners in a big field sprint. Bobby Too Bad from Post 6 is the expert pick at 44.81%. Tevin Foster for Robert French, a 4-point edge over the field. Noble Sovereign at 40.38% from Post 8 with apprentice Ramon Napar for Donovan Clark is the main contender. Princess Filani at 38.94% from Post 7 with Shade Richardson for Omar Williams is right behind. Crypto Girl at 38.67% from Post 3 with Jerome Ennis for Byron Davis makes it 4 within 6 points. Tiffany Blue at 15.33% from Post level with Dane Nelson for Gary Crawford rounds out the selections. 12 horse field, traffic will be a factor. Bobby Too Bad from a middle draw should get a clean trip. CRI selection, Bobby Too Bad to win. Exacta Bobby Too Bad over Noble Sovereign and Princess Fiani. Trifecta at Crypto Girl. Race number 11, 8 furlongs. The 113 running after Wayne DaCosta OD Jamaica 2-year-old stakes. The moment we have been waiting for, the 113th running of the Jamaica 2-year-old stakes, now named for the legendary Wayne DaCosta. $4 million, 12 juveniles, 8 furlongs, the biggest 2-year-old race of the year. Salute the Don from Post 1 is the expert pick at 46.21%. Dane Dawkins for Gary Sabrati. The real draw in a 12-horse field at 8 furlong is a significant tactical advantage. Fernando from Post 7 is the second expert pick at 42.58%. Dane Nelson for Anthony Nunes, the Nunes Barn. Always dangerous in big races. Darwin at 40.94% from post level with Tevin Foster for Richard Azan is the main contender. The wide draw is a concern, but the talent is there. Tia Maria at 39.77% from post 5 with Radish Roman for Anthony Nunes. The lone filly we're highlighting showing consistent form. We Jamin at 33.46%, a strong contender from post 4 with Omar Walker for Peter John Possard. And here's the story of the race. We Jamin is undefeated. 1 start, 1 win, perfect record. But our model has this horse 5th in the rankings. Let me explain. 1 race going from a debut maiden win to 8 furlongs in a grade 1 against 12 proven horses is an enormous ask. The distant question, the competition level, the experience gap, these are real concerns. But make no mistake, We Jamin is a strong contender. You cannot dismiss an unbeaten horse. If the talent is what we suspect, this horse could prove everyone wrong. But the model says Salute the Don from the rail with Dane Dawkins and Sabrati is the play. Sierra selection, Salute the Don to win. Exacta Salute the Don over Fernando. Trifecta Key Salute the Don with Fernando. Darwin, Tia Maria, and We Jamin. Superfecta spread all 5. That concludes our Caymanas Race Intelligence breakdown for Friday, December 26, 2025, Boxing Day. Key takeaways, race 9. This is your best bet race. Supermassy at 52.03% from post 1 with Dane Nelson for Anthony Nunes. The only selection on the card clearing 50%. Key this race heavily in all multi-race wagers. Race 11, Wayne DaCosta, Few 30. Features 2 expert Salute the Don at 46.2% and Fernando at 42.58%. The unbeat Louis Jamin is a strong contender at 33.46%, but not the top choice. Race number 8, 2 expert picks virtually tied. Margarita at 45.59% and Lockdown at 45.15% exacta box. These 2. Race number 7, Pretty Brown Thing at 45.98% is one of the stronger confidence plays outside the feature races. Best bet, Supermassy in race 9, 52.03%. Best bet of the day, only selection above 50%. Salute the Don in race 11, 46.21%. Top T in the $4 million race. Pretty Brown Thing in race 7 at 45.98%. Strong single in the late pick plays. Martha in race 8, 45.59%. Slight edge over Lockdown in the stakes prep. Spread races. Race 4, the maiden fillies, has no expert pick with 3 runners within 3%. Spread heavily or consider omitting from multi-race plays. Multi-race strategies, use race 9 as your anchor. Supermassy at 52% is a strong single. Key, Salute the Don in the Furity. Spread in race 4. This is an exceptional Boxing Day card with race 9 offering our strongest conviction play of the meet. 52% is rare. Take advantage. Play smart, manage your bankroll, and let our CRI selections guide your exactas, trifectas, and multi-race wagers. I'm Ned Gunter. Wishing you winners and a happy Boxing Day from all of us at CRI. See you at Caymanas Park.